hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping about I'm moving the bricks. Talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. You got a flow and a live show better than mine. I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king, what is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a two, drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 6, Reno. Ready.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 25 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the gun, Judkins. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run to tow home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
19, charge, go!
Play action, Sanders. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So they dodge an opening drive turnover, but this drive could stall out if they don't convert here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. It's caught. Fanning has it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's a pickup of 9. And that's That's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. On first down, here's Sanders. That's complete to Tillman, outright. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Judkins out the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a game of 4, and it's third down.
3rd and short here, Sanders. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete. All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Like 20. What's that?
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Brought down behind the line.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Completed over the middle. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
By 20. Attack.
To the air on 3rd and long. Catch made left side by Laporta. They are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
4-yard gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. You're going for it here. Here we go with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. He's got Khalif Raymond. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. The Browns on top early. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Goff working from the pistol. That's caught by Montgomery. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Again, Goff. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
We've set it downs from 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. Winning their full steam ahead, but ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a microwave.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Catch made left side by Judy. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Kevin Byron, second top, Pascal 80, Mustang 19.
To the air on first down. Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Knocked away and hits the ground. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. Back deep is Williams. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
A start on the ground with Gibbs. He's out and clear. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. And we're still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. 2nd down now. They need 7. Out of the shotgun. Carr. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Goff to the air now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
180. What's up?
From the gun, Goff. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
They'll go for it. Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left in this half. First down now. Ball at the 33. Throwing again. It's Goff. Completed to his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
They're going to throw again. Goff has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. The toss, running right, it's Gibbs. It's inside the 10. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Ready?
On first down, here's Sanders. The throw right side, caught by Cannon. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Sanders going to throw here on first. One's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. With Sanders out of the pistol. Tucking this one off to Judkins. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Pass to 60, pass to 60.
Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Looking downfield, and Fannin has it. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. That one hits for 30. And that will set up 1st and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. This is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Schmidt connects, and that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped the yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped in his own side at the 49. Offensive line fast.
That's good for the Lions.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
They go play action with Goff. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he's good for a Detroit first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Has room into the secondary. And they take this in for the score. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fox now to kick this one away. To return, Jerome Ford. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Jerome Ford on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready? 70, Timberwolf.
He's got it on the bootleg. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of losing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Going again here, Sanders. Wow, wide open here. Complete. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up second and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. This is Sutton working the right side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Goes to the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Lions' 20-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sanders pass.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down.
Let's go. 19 Chargers. 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's going to be 4th and short.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
He'll throw it. It's caught. Fannin has it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Browns.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff now. And Judkins. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Another one for Judkins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
He's back to throw. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Hey, kill! Black 20! Turbo's up!
Off from his end zone. Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
We go. 20.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
11.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
A give to Gibbs. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
180.
From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
The drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Back to throw it. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
180. DC. 12.
Goff to the air now. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Cut. 180. Cut.
Gibbs now from the gun. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this game. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Wait, 20.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Look at them, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Makian trying this straight ahead. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Connects on the crosser. And they make the tackle at the 38. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. From the gun, Judkins. A nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. Another game to Judkins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. He connects, and that brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
At the 37-yard line.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Get some space around midfield. The 30. The 10. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
What an injection and momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Rocky. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to run with Gibbs. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Jack Fox to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chink plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. One final shot here. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on